So here's Splatoon.
Okay, so I just got Splatoon 3 and we put the cartridge in. Turns out it was actually the Lego Movie 2, even though... Yes, please take the...
Even though if we take out the game, it says right there, Splatoon 3, and yet when we put it back into the game, it pops up the Lego Movie 2.
I don't know what the hell just happened, and I hope this mistake never happens again. No, I am not lying. That was a legitimate clip of me and my friend showing you that I got scammed by a Lego game. I went to my local Walmart, paid full price for a game that was labeled Splatoon 3, only to go back home and realize it was a Lego game labeled Splatoon 3. And I tried to return it, but their stupid policies wouldn't allow me. So I wasted $60 for a game that had the wrong label. I officially fucking hate Legos. Update. I traded that copy in for a real physical copy of Splatoon 3, but since I already have the game digitally, I gave it to Bacon Kitty as a gift. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Hello everyone, Matt the Cat here, and welcome to another My Experience video. Now, originally, I was gonna do this video unscripted and make this like a first impression video, but after playing the game so many times, I realized there's so much more to talk about that I just had to make a script about it. Seriously, there's a lot to cover, and I'm going to be talking about mostly everything in this game. Also, another thing, this will be a more lighthearted video, unlike the Animal Crossing video. I have not witnessed anything traumatizing in my life, so no need for crying. Also, before we get to the game, I just like to share you my history with the franchise. It's a long story, so I'll try to summarize it as best as I can. Okie dokie, on with the show. I was in high school when the original Splatoon came out on Wii U, and when it launched, I wasn't really interested in it. I was still waiting for Nintendo to make a Super Mario Sunshine 2, Super Mario Galaxy 3, and a return to form of Paper Mario's RPG style. That never happened. Then one day, I got curious. I watched a few videos of Zack Scott Gaming playing the game, and I was sold on it. However, it wouldn't be until Christmas 2015 when I finally get this game. And I immediately fell in love when I started playing it. A shooter that doesn't focus on killing as the main goal, and it's appealing to everyone? What a great concept! All the other kids were flexing with their Xbox Ones and their Call of Duties, and I was sick of hearing it. Splatoon 1 was the game that I needed to get into shooters. And when I'm not playing Turf War, I was watching more Splatoon videos from Zack Scott. And I like to think there's something in common with us. 1. We loved using the rollers. 2. We hate getting sniped on Moray Towers.
God dang it! The freaking snipers are everywhere, I hate it!
2016 rolled by, and it was a mixed bag for me. While Nintendo was making bad Mario games, forcing me to boycott, they were doing well with this franchise. They did one final Splatfest with Callie vs. Marie, the Nintendo Switch was coming around the corner with another Splatoon game, and they even added the Inklings in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You see, Mario? This is what happens when you betray me. I'm friends with Splatoon now. At least they don't have bad games. Holy mackerel! It's a masterpiece! Yeah, despite Splatoon 2 being my first Switch game, my interest of the franchise kinda died down with Super Mario Odyssey. I spent more time playing that game, but I would still go back to Splatoon 2 from time to time. There are even times when I would dust off my Wii U to play the original Splatoon. Is that how nostalgia works? But I still had a great time with Splatoon 2. Turf Wars were still fun, story mode was just as good, Octo expansion gave me some PTSD, and Salmon Run? I love it! Killing boss salmonids and collecting as many gold eggs as possible, so much fun to do. Plus, it's nice to have a mode where you can play with other people rather than against them. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to participate in the Chaos vs. Order Splatfest, but when it wrapped up, I looked back at the game and was satisfied with everything it had to offer. I'm not sure if they'll make another sequel, but only time will tell. Then, on February 17th, 2021, Nintendo hosted a Direct, and what did they reveal there? I was hyped when they revealed this. I was ready to fall in love with the series once again. So after a quick Let's Play of Splatoon 1 Story Mode, a few Splatoon videos with Blaze and Shapeshifter, a world premiere with LBF, and getting scammed by Legos, it was time to play my most anticipated game of 2022. What are my thoughts and feelings for this game? Well, after playing the quick tutorial, you're sent straight to the land of Splatsville. And oh my goodness, this city is big! Splatoon 1 and 2 cities were more like little rooms that lead you to the battles and shops. You can explore them if you please, but you won't be spending a lot of time wandering in these sandboxes. Splatoon 3 still has the gates for battles, shops, and Salmon Run, but there's so much more room to walk around. You can walk down the streets, climb up these ramps, and wander into allies. Is there any point of doing this? No. But if you want to take in the scenery and appreciate what Splatsville looks like, there's something you can do to kill time. You'll also be greeted by the new idols of this game. Now, Splatoon is no stranger to idols. The first game had Callie and Marie, who formed the Squid sisters. Callie is energetic and positive, with a love for puns, which makes her character separate from Marie, who's not mean-spirited, but more laid-back and uses sarcasm to annoy Callie. These two are actually cousins, not sisters. Splatoon 2 had Off the Hook featuring Pearl and Marina. Pearl is a rapper and uses a lot of slang terms in her dialogue. She's short-tempered, but still friendly. Marina is a DJ and is more reserved than Pearl. She's gentle, but acts a bit shy. Sometimes she'll forget the news she's broadcasting. This is the first time an Octoling gets to be an idol. For this game, we have Deep Cut, featuring 3 members this time: Shiver, Fry, and Big Man. Shiver is mysterious and nonchalant. She tends to break out an evil laugh and can be a bit snobby. Fry is enthusiastic, peppy, and loves to dance. She dances so much that Shiver thinks Fry breaks into dancing spells. And Big Man is, well, Big Man. He's just the happiest, kindest manta ray you will ever meet. He's so nice that he practically lets Shiver and Fry overshadow him. He even holds the TV for them during the news. Just look how happy he is. Who could say no to a guy like him? He's definitely going to be one of the most fan-favorite Nintendo characters of all time. Now, in Splatoon 1 and 2, you're forced to watch the map rotations before you can wander in the city. But here, you can skip the news by clicking on the left stick. This will still play in the background, but it's nice to have that convenience for anyone who just wants to pick up and play. Well played, Nintendo. Now let's talk about the lobbies. In Splatoon 1 and 2, you have to sit in front of a waiting screen and wait for more players to join. But there are a few things you can do while you wait. Splatoon 1 had mini-games that you could play on your gamepad, a nice little time killer before your match starts. Splatoon 2 lets you, change the sound of the music. Yeah, very interesting. But here, you have a huge room to mess around while you wait for your match to start. I love this idea. A whole testing room by yourself to try out different weapons before battling? Allowing you to practice and find the right weapon for your playstyle? You can shoot these dummies, swim up the walls, walk on the ramps. There's even marks to show you how far your range is. You might as well experiment each weapon before going out. And if you don't want to test the weapons, there's a neat little room which looks similar to the roost from Animal Crossing. Fun fact, some of the Animal Crossing developers worked on this game, as well as the first two games. Sadly, you can't order coffee or interact with these tabletop games, but if you just want to chill up here, you can. There's also a testing room for Salmon Run in the Shoal, but they don't look as cool as the main lobby. You can also look at lockers from players you previously played with, and you get to customize your own. Now, I ain't the best at decorating things in games in real life, but I'm sure my locker looks just as good as the others. Let's talk about the game modes. Turf War. What can I say? This is exactly how it works in Splatoon 1 and 2. Each team of 4 gets 3 minutes to cover the ground with their color of ink. Once 3 minutes are up, Judd tallies up how much turf is inked and will declare the winner. I know some players will get bored of this mode the more they play it, but me personally, I'll never get tired of this. This definitely beats rank battles by a country mile, I can tell you that. I know you level up faster in rank, but after seeing videos on YouTube, rank looks more stressful to play. I'll stick with regular Turf War, thank you very much. I also love the new maps in this game. Now, at the time of this recording, there's only 5 new stages, and 7 brought back from Splatoon 1 and 2. I love the new stages in this game. I don't think I have a least favorite yet. From Scorch Gorge to Hagglefish Market to Undertow Spillway, these stages are fun to play, and I'm all here for it. I also like the returning stages from the previous Splatoon games. Well, except for Mahai Mahai Resort. For some reason, the developers made the stage much smaller than before, and as a result, it makes it easier with players with more experience to spawn camp the opposing team. This is very unbalanced, and I hope in a future update they'll tweak the stage to make it more fair. I kinda don't like the new design of Hammerhead Bridge. I do miss the Great Bridge in the middle, and it feels more generic than its predecessor, but if I'm gonna be honest, I do like that there's more room to run around. I can talk about these stages more, but I think we should move on to the next game mode. Salmon Run. This mode was introduced in Splatoon 2, and can only be opened on certain days. But now you can play Salmon Run anytime at any day. The goal is pretty straightforward. You have 3 waves to beat a bunch of boss salmonids and collect as many gold eggs before the time runs out. If you get enough eggs within the time limit and your entire team survives for 3 waves, you win. If all players get splatted, or if you don't get enough eggs, you lose. Let me just say, I was a huge fan of this back in Splatoon 2, but here, it's like they cranked the difficulty to hell mode. There are so many salmonids attacking you at every turn, and you barely have any time to react to them. Look at this footage right here! I'm just trying my best to dodge all of these annoying enemies, and since they're in the way of the stupid flyfish, that makes it harder to dodge their attacks, since they can shoot missiles, either stalling me from getting more eggs, or eventually get me splatted along with the rest of my teammates. Even Splatoon 2 Salmon Run wasn't that hard. It also doesn't help when you're stuck with the E-Leader and the Hydra Splatling. Coupled when all of your teammates are down, welcome to die! Congratulations! You've lost a great game mode and proved your newbiness to Inkling Society. Now get good and have your pay cut. Whose idea was this to make it harder? There's also this optional boss called Kahozuma, a king salmonid that appears in an extra wave where you have 100 seconds to kill him using golden eggs. Believe me, it's easier said than done. But thankfully, this won't result in a pay cut if you lose. Whether you beat him or not, there's a chance you'll earn fish scales. You can use them to trade for rewards like stickers or different colored work suits. There are 3 types of scales to earn: bronze, silver, and gold. Bronze are pretty straightforward, you'll earn them no problem. Silvers are a little more tricky to get. And gold? I never got a single one. It all depends on your hazard level, how much damage you attacked him, how much time you have left, and... oh. Random chance. I'm never gonna get a gold scale, aren't I? Let's move on. Story mode. Now, I'm aware that I have viewers that have never touched this game or haven't even beat this yet, so I'll try my best to go in non-spoiler territory. I thought the story mode was once again going to be similar to Splatoon 1 and 2's campaign, with tiny hubs and similar levels to beat, but I was wrong. They shook up the formula this time. Now the hub worlds are much bigger and explorative, and the levels are in the style of Octo expansion from Splatoon 2. Because of this, I was a bit nervous. Seeing the style gave me some Octo expansion PTSD, and as a result, I was ready for these levels to become very hard. But don't worry, it's all fair game. Most of these levels are really fun and addicting to play. You can upgrade your weapons and armor via skill tree. You can even get rid of the fuzzy ink by feeding it to Little Buddy. And he just gobbles the entire thing with no issue. Who doesn't love Little Buddy? As you progress through these levels, you'll reveal lore on how the Inklings were really made. For spoilers' sake, I won't reveal the story. You'll just have to play the campaign and see for yourself. Seriously, please do. I encourage you. The ending got me on the edge of my seat. Splatfest. This is a tradition that started in the first Splatoon. Every month a theme would be revealed, like cats versus dogs, or cake versus ice cream, and you get to pick which team to join and play Turf Wars to support your team. Whichever team wins the most Turf War will be declared as the winner. This time, there are 3 teams to choose from, like rock, paper, or scissors, or would you rather bring gear, grub, or fun to a deserted island? We even get a new mode called Tricolor Turf War, where one team of 4 gets to start in the middle, and 2 teams of 2 start at the ends of each map. There's a huge sprinkler in the middle of the map, and if the attackers grab it, they'll use it to paint more of their base, which will help them win. The defenders must try to prevent the attackers from getting it. I've heard many complaints that this mode is unbalanced, and after playing as the defenders once, I can kinda see it. I'm no expert on balance or difficulty, but it's like playing Salmon Run, but if the Salmonids are controlled by actual players. It feels kinda unfair, but at least it's still chaotic. Hopefully this mode will get tweaked in the future. And last and certainly least, Table Turf War. It's boring. No, seriously, I don't have anything else to say. I played 2 rounds of it and got bored. Who wants to play Splatoon 3 just to play a shitty Yu-Gi-Oh! Tetris? This mode puts me to sleep. I don't care what kind of rewards you'll get. I'm going back to Turf War and Salmon Run. Never touching this again. Before I end this video, I want to cover a few minor things that are worth mentioning. One thing that the Splatoon franchise nails is moving forward with its timeline. For example, with Hammerhead Bridge. This stage used to be under construction and was made into a map of it. Now the bridge is complete and the stage is moved under it. I mean, sure, the layout isn't great, but hey, at least it shows the change in time. Speaking of Hammerhead Bridge, if you look at the ocean from its side, you'll see the statue from Octo Expansion. This surprised me when I first discovered this. It really shows that the events from past games do affect the timeline. Also, remember the spawn points from Splatoon 1 and 2? These are built on the ground and meant to respawn you when you get splatted. While the new respawners are better, allowing you to jump anywhere in your base, the old respawner didn't go to waste. Look at Scorched Gorge. See? Sure, it's all broken and abandoned, but it's not forgotten. A neat little reminder what the past games were like. Not to mention, some of the locations have a sense of chaos in them. This is mainly because whenever a Splatoon game has a final Splatfest, the winning team will affect the story in the next game. Since Chaos won, the game takes place in the city of Splatsville, which is also called the City of Chaos. Even the music has this chaotic feel. And speaking of which, holy carp, the music is so good! Never have I ever heard better music in a Splatoon game than this! Whoever composed these songs deserves a raise and a bonus, cause man do these songs slap! Also, I'm not one to brag, but I've been taking dancing classes for a while, and I don't usually dance, but whenever I listen to the soundtrack, I have this sudden urge to bust a move. And now for my impressions of Deep Cut. Let's see if that beats Larry Boy Fanatic's Barney dances. Well guys, that about wraps up this video. This video was not intended to be a review. I just wanted to talk about a game of my favorite franchise and share my experience with all of you. I love Splatoon from the bottom of my heart, and I'm so glad that this game made me a fan of it once again. So that was all the time that I got for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this one. And remember, stepping on Legos is better than getting scammed by them. Wait, no, that's not right. This video was supposed to end on a happy note. Now I've ruined it. I can't end it like this. What can I do? Wait. Oh! I know what to do.